Hello YouTube wise, FIFA here, coming at you today on a Sunday with a Sunday half and half. Really enjoy doing this series. You guys have shown some good support on it. If we could reach 10 likes, that would be amazing. You know, I'm just trying to continue to build the channel, get more people to enjoy what I'm doing and then therefore enjoy FIFA themselves. But you see we got a nice little hybrid on the screen. That's actually what I used to qualify for the Weekend League this week. And of course the Weekend League was canceled, so that is going to lead into what our topic of this video is, and that's going to be FUTChamps. But I'm not just going to sit here and gripe about the Weekend League not happening, because it was only a little bit of annoyance. I'll get that in a sec. But really the topic of this video is going to be FUTChamps investing. I would definitely recommend picking up that team and playing with it. Is really cheap, but I don't know if that would cut it for the FUTChamps. So that's why I'm going to talk about some ways to invest and trade to make a lot of coins using the consistent Weekend League. Because there is a consistent Weekend League, usually this is definitely a outlier week, because there will be consistent volatility because a lot of people buy on certain days and sell on others. I'm going to cover that a little bit later in the video when I can show you a little bit more specific examples, because I'm going to use the site FUTBin to kind of show you some graphs. If people are a little bit more visual learners, I think that helps out just to see price trends, so I can just describe to you when the best time to buy and sell is using the FUTChamps. And of course you want that volatility because you want to be able to buy low and sell high. That's how profit is made, and that's the best way to make a lot of coins besides just playing the game too. So you can really hit a double whammy with FUTChamps. So even if you guys don't qualify for FUTChamps, don't click away. This could be really useful for you to build your fortunes. As you see, we just put in a couple good shifts. This second game was a little bit tighter, so there was only one goal, but I really recommend that Squad Builder Challenge Smolov. He is a great player. Jairzinho played really well for me. But to really get into the bulk of the FUTChamps investing, we're gonna switch over to the web app and FUTBin here in a sec, so just wait a minute. Alright guys, so now we are on the web app. As you can see here, we are just on the basic homepage, as I usually start off these videos with, but we're actually going to move over to the FUTBin site. That's what we're going to be using most to do this video and commentary today, because that gives you guys a little bit more graphical visual, like I said before, to kind of help people that are better visual learners see the trends in those player prices. And you'll be able to see when the spikes for when the FUTChampions on those Tuesdays or those Thursdays and Fridays for FUTChamps, the player prices spike a little, and then you'll see a kind of rapid decline the next day on those Saturdays and Sundays when people are really trying to offload their stuff. And that's when the price competition comes in. They're undercutting each other, and that's where the best deals are, kind of finding that low point on those days. And then of course this is going to be like a couple day, you have to wait a couple days on these investments to like the next Tuesday or the next Thursday, Friday. What do I keep saying Tuesday for? But the next Thursday and Friday are going to be the best days to sell these guys again. And so now we're going to move over. I picked out a couple of players on the FUTBin website. This is what the FUTBin website looks like. We're going to first start off on this index page. I'm going to tell you what it is in a sec real quick. But I've picked out a couple of players that are pretty crucial that I come up against all the time in the FUTChamps to kind of look at their price history, as well as these are the players that you should look to invest in, because their prices will fluctuate from a few thousand K, so that you'll be able to make the most profit and the sizable amount of profit at that. So this is the FUT index overall, and what this means is this just kind of tracks how high players' prices are going for compared to previous years. And so you see we're at pretty much of a really low point right here, because that is after the team of the year crash. There was a large dip in the team of the year with the team of the year in prices, especially of those high-rated goal players such as your Mirandas, Fabregas, Handanovic, all those big-time players, even your Contes and your Smallings, just because so many packs were opened. But it is picking up right here. As you can see, this little spot right here, it is picking up. So that is because now less packs are being opened, more people are starting to buy and hold on to these players. So with less players on the market, the supply is down, but the demand is still high. So that means player prices will increase. So the first couple players we're going to look at are the goalkeepers. So I picked out Lloris first here. And as you can see here, there's his daily graph right here at the bottom, and you see these jagged marks, and some of these big price increases have to do with the fact that there was FUT Championship demand for him. I mean, you can see these places in here. His price goes up and then it goes down, and look at, there's a couple K difference even just right there. And that's, you can make 1,000 coins per card when you do stuff like that. So if you pick up these players for like Lloris, and I'm about to show you De Gea and other players, when people are really trying to just panic sell them almost on these Saturdays and Sundays, you're going to be able to make some solid transactions and deals when you sell them and flip them on the next Thursday, Friday. And so this is a pretty foolproof method too, because luckily usually the Weekend League is out and out method. I know this week there wasn't one, but that was just because of a glitch. But for the foreseeable future, I cannot see EA passing up on the weekend league. This is something that FUT players really enjoy, and it's just a really nice way to supplement how you make coins. So you see here we have De Gea, his price is rising. All of these players' prices are rising right now, and that's because they're waiting for the FUT Weekend League next weekend. So the thing is, a lot of people have qualified for this weekend that had canceled, but now that's going to roll over into the next weekend, and so there's going to be even more players, so the demand for these players are going to go up. So I recommend looking at player prices around Tuesday, Thursday this week, and you're going to be able to see that their prices are going to be pretty high, and so you might want to offload some of those, because come Saturday and Sunday there's going to be a huge influx of these high rated players on the market, because people are going to want to get rid of them because they have no more need of them. And that's why these players that I'm showing here, all of these players are going to be solid investment picks to pick up next Saturday or Sunday, because I predict that there will be a solid price decrease just because so many players are going to be listed. So we got your Miranda here. I mean, you can see people are starting to trend up, like I said. So right now you might want to just hold on to these players if you want to, or buy them now because they're trending up. I just showed you Azpilicueta. I picked up one of these guys way back down in this range over here, and he is just really spiked up. So you got to be weary of some players that are going to be people are pegging for winter upgrades too, because I'll show you guys like Conte and Martial and some of those other players that might get winter upgrades. You gotta be careful with getting their low rated cards now, because those player prices will drop drastically if they do get upgraded. You see here we got this Socrates. He just got 80 pace. I'm just highlighting players that are really useful for the FUTChamps, that players prices that are going to be trending up. However, when the FUTChamps does end next Saturday, Sunday, these are going to be some really nice deals. So we got your Jordi Alba here, great solid outside back. I meant to include Kyle Walker, but I didn't. Conte is one that I see all the time, and you have to be wary of him. I picked him because you're going to have to be wary of the fact that he's probably going to get a winter upgrade. So he might not be as useful to pick up next week. Or you could, and just really, if you're just really trying to skate by in your bootstrap. Marquisio, great player for this to happen. I've personal experience with this. I bought him for like 42K on a Thursday or Friday, and then he was going for 39 on Saturday and Sunday. I should have hung on to him, because then he was back up to 41, 42 on the next Thursday, Friday. So this is a really solid option right here, Marquisio. He's best Italian center mid, so you're pretty comfortable with that. Same thing with Modric here. You can see that he does have spikes. He is going for a little bit more now than in the past, and I'm not sure why that is. Probably just because he was out of packs for so long during his team of the year. Usually when someone gets a special card that's better than them, their price goes down. De Bruyne, I see a bunch, and he could be a really solid option. Like I said, you kind of want to maybe even snipe some of these higher rated players because of the people that are going to be panic selling them. They're just going to be continuously trying to undercut and undercut. Royce is pretty stable too, so that you can see that he has those spikes for the weekend league, but then his price remains kind of stable other than that, so that you don't have to worry about missing out on too many coins. So I'm just trying to make sure that you guys have low risk but high reward. That's the best type of investment, and the investment that most of people are most comfortable with. Aubameyang, another staple. Again, you can just see the price trends on all of these guys. Dybala the same. There is those peaks and then those dips, and that is because on Thursday and Friday, I swear I'll get it right by the end of this video, Thursday and Friday, the players' prices go up because there's such a big demand for people wanting to build those teams for the upcoming weekend league, and then crash on late Saturday and Sunday and early Monday because of the just mass listing of players that have finished up their 40 games. Eden Hazard, good shout. Careful, he might get a winter upgrade too. Not sure. He's an outside shot. There's some better ones. Lewandowski is a player that I would definitely recommend investing in this type of method too. He does the same thing, whereas price volatility. And lastly, we got Gareth Bale. I mean, this is for those people that are on the upper echelon. These players are always kind of nice to trade with, because the bigger the coins, the more area for reward and risk. You can lose a lot of coins, but you can make a crap ton as well. Especially if you bought this guy down in this range right here, you're looking at 420, you're all the way up at 500. That 80K difference, that's huge. I mean, 20K has been taken out, but you're still making 60 a card. That is big. But if this has been confusing or anything, and you want me to kind of like slow down or pick out any more, or you want to know more of my reasoning, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always open to going a little bit more in depth. This has been a little bit broad, but I still think that you guys have seen some pretty concrete examples of what I'm talking about. And I'll just wrap it up one more time. And this technique for the FUTChamps investment is to use the weekend league, since it is a solid source of consistent volatility in the market, which I know that kind of sounds like a paradox, but it is a consistent form where players' prices rise on Thursday, Friday, and then fall by at least a few thousand on Saturday, Sunday, or late Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that's when you can get in there, pick up those cards then, even if you're not in the FUT Weekend League, pick up those cards then, use them for your FUT Weekend League next week, or pick them up and sell them on Tuesday, Thursday. Wednesday is also a nice time to look for players because there's that new fresh team of the week. But mostly this method is make sure you are watching out. Don't buy your players on Thursday, Friday. Buy your players on Saturday and Sunday, and then list them again on Thursday, Friday. So if you guys like what I'm saying, leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe for more content. I'm going to be trying to do more videos like this as time goes on. But most importantly, stay wise.